So you're wondering if you should go see the new Snow White live action movie. I saw it over the weekend, so here are my thoughts. First off, the best part of the movie was while I was leaving. But that's just because I found $100 on a seat near me. So that's not really to say that it was a really bad movie, just finding $100 on a seat, pretty cool. But what I would say about the movie, it's not a bad movie, but it's not a particularly good movie either. There's lots of things I liked about it. The songs were good and fun. Rachel Zegler, whether or not you like her, girl can sing, and she has a good presence on screen, and she did a lot to carry the movie. However, Gal Gadot, her as the evil queen was a miss, and I'm not sure if it was her acting or if it was how the character was written. There was something about it that just did not work for me. I think it's like I wanted her to be more stoic, and she was just like very flaily. There was a lot of flailing where I feel like it just didn't work for the character, but like the character was this very over-the-top character, and so then for a very over-the-top character you'd expect flailing to be okay, but it just, something about it didn't work. I liked the introduction of this new set of characters, these thieves. That was a great introduction. There was a great effort put towards giving Snow White more agency in the story, though I thought they would do a little bit more with that than they did. I heard Rachel Zegler said in one of the interviews, Rachel Zegler was the actress who played Snow White, that, oh, she has so much more agency than the original Snow White, and she saves herself, but does she really save herself if she's still woken up by the true love's kiss? I would also say the story, it's a very simple story, and so the pacing, when they tried to add stuff and make it longer, the pacing is just off. It feels a little bit slow, honestly, most of the movie, and there's lots of moments where you're kind of just like, I don't know what we're waiting for. What are the stakes right now? What's happening? We need more investment in the story. I had thoughts about the costumes, and some of the costumes, very impressive, very beautiful. The evil queen, pretty much every time she shows up on screen, looks stunning, gorgeous, very impressive, but like then sort of the townspeople's costumes, they're very lackluster. And I think what is most noteworthy about this is if I was truly super immersed in the movie, in the story, I wouldn't be thinking about the costumes at all. If you're a big fan of Snow White, obviously, go see it. You're gonna like it. If you're a big fan of like movie musicals, it's still a fun time. But if you're looking for a beautiful adaptation of something, a cinematic masterpiece, this is not going to be that. I would also say, sometimes when we are talking about these new Disney live action movies, we refer to them as, oh, it's the live action remake of Snow White, rather than thinking of it as the live action adaptation of Snow White. And I think that's actually part of the problem, is we're trying to remake these stories rather than adapt them. We are maybe so focused on staying attuned to the like source material that we don't take opportunities to make great art and adapt the stories in ways that are more interesting and engaging for a modern audience. So I would say we need to be going more in a direction of adaptation rather than remakes. Yeah, but I would say those are my thoughts on Snow White. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought about it. Leave me a comment. And if you haven't seen it, do you think you're going to?